seasons. We're going to talk about different seasons of the year. Of course, now we have spring, because we just started spring last week, officially. So I'd like to ask, first question maybe JP, if you want to join us for this. Springtime is a time of renewal. Maybe make a time of commitment, new goals, maybe new plans. What do you think about maybe using this time to start a project or start a goal, or if you actually made any for this year?
Mr. Table Topic Master and my friends, spring. At last, spring. Should I care? No, because I love to be down in South Florida, where we have 4 seasons: spring, 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 and summer. Don't you love it when you hear that today in New York they will have another 5 inches of snow? And I have lived there, and I've lived in Chicago, where the wind bites your ears even in the spring at 32 miles an hour and 32 below zero. So do I love spring? I do. Do I plan? A little less, because I've gone through many steps in my life, and today the planning is not that important. I do plan because, like everybody else, I have a bucket list. And maybe I will tell you about what happened to me last month. I left Cairo. The pyramids were on the bucket list. I left Cairo on Sunday, and on Tuesday, mayhem arrived, and I was not even responsible for that. Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you. You actually touched on 2 of the other topics I want to ask.
He's good, isn't he?
Yeah, he covered everything.
Okay, meeting adjourned.
Professional DTM in the room.
Yeah. So, Paloma, you've probably been around in spring breaks, so what is your most memorable spring break the last few years?
My most memorable spring break was back in college. I was living in Spain, and over there, spring break is very different from the spring break that they celebrate here in the United States, which is more, here it's more Easter Bunny, and I don't think in Spain it's something quite different. It's much more religious, and it's more gathering with your family and going to church, going to visit some processions, and it's very traditional and something that I really liked. However, I never experienced that once I reached there. And the first time I was there, I went with one of my friends, and I had the opportunity to stay at her place, and we kind of experienced the whole religious thing. So we went to church, went to a couple of mass, and I was very touched and very enlightened. It was a great experience, and I got to meet her family, and we did different stuff. There's no such thing as the Easter Bunny over there, so it was, I don't know, it was quite interesting. I liked it a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. So Frank, so you're right. Maybe I should skip to John since you're right in the
Thank you.
report.
Yeah, I should do that every year.
Let go.
John, where would you go if you had a chance for a spring break vacation today?
I think the most fun would be to take my family, my wife, my daughter, maybe my mom, and go to Bermuda. One of the coolest places that I've ever been is Bermuda. It's an island in the middle of nowhere. There's a bay in the center. You can go scuba diving, pretty much anything dealing with wind and ocean, fishing, windsurfing, but I love windsurfing. I haven't been in a long time, so now that I lost the weight, I could probably do it. I could probably stand on the board. So what happens in Bermuda, they get a 15-knot constant wind, and you cannot rent a car. The last time I went, we rode mopeds, 35-mile-an-hour mopeds. You're screaming down the road. And I wish I could bring my daughter, and my wife to make it happen because I had a blast with my family. Last time I went, we went with a whole bunch of people because my grandparents were car dealers. So we went like 50 people all to one island for 3 days. I don't feel like I could enjoy it. Fellow Toastmasters, Table Toastmaster, hand it back over to you.
Thank you. So Lourdes.
Ay, no, tell me si
Yeah. Start writing, it works.
This is
Who's gonna time me?
I can time you.
Don't worry, we got it.
You got it? He's got it? Okay.
Oh, really?
Lourdes, what is your favorite season of the year?
No, it doesn't want to work.
That's
I have
okay, they're
time.
gonna do it.
Don't
They'll do
worry.
it.
We got it.
My what?
Favorite season of the year? Spring, summer, winter.
It's summer. My favorite season is summer. That's why I live in Miami. Because I'm from Cuba. Cuba is only 90 miles away from Miami. So the weather is very much like the weather here. Sometimes I have thought about living in another city, but just the weather changes my plans. I hate the cold weather. I have been in cold places, and I really hate to be at home for months because you cannot go out because of the snow. But on the other hand, I like ice skating, and I think I like the. Thank you.
Well, that's the last time I do that.
Should have waited 30 more seconds.
Right. You didn't get to talk to the red.
Well, tomorrow is April 1st, and can you believe it? We have scheduled snow for the northeast of the U.S. Tonight, big bad storm. So, Mike, would you like to comment on the winter storms and any experience there?
Table topic master, Toastmasters, and distinguished guest. Would I like to comment about the snow? I remember when I was given an assignment to go open stores in Rochester, New York. And I've been here most of my life here in Florida, so to open stores in Rochester, New York, it didn't seem like a big deal till I got there. And I saw all the snow that there was there. And it wasn't the cold weather that bothered me as much as trying to get to my car. I literally had to learn how to peck away at the ice that was building in the windshield. So I learned right away that being in the snow is not like in the movies, that it's nice and white and I'm dreaming of a white Christmas and all this stuff. It's a lot of work. So the only comment I can give to people that are there in the north is, I am so sorry that you're there and you're not over here in this beautiful paradise that most of us sometimes may complain about the traffic, or maybe we complain about maybe it rains too much. But I'd rather have all of that every day for the rest of my life than going back to the snow. Table topic master.
So, John, I guess.